Hey everybody, I just want to invite you guys to go check out drasticentertainment.com, place a song request, book a DJ, and find out where we will be each and every day of the week. Go to drasticentertainment.com, guys. See you there. Welcome everybody back to our Drastic Entertainment page. Make sure you guys do me a favor, like.
And I'm getting no place now, caught in a rat race. Oh, and I'm getting no place. I keep running at such a fast pace.
Last week.
Well, welcome to CallMeOzz.net Live. Guess who I've got? This guy in this red suit over here. What's your name again?
Well, how many times have I told you?
I don't know. I keep forgetting.
Nick? Saint Nick. Santa Claus!
Santa Claus. That's who it is. Is it Santa Claus or Saint Nick?
Call me whatever you want. I don't care.
Okay, I don't care.
I don't know. I don't care.
Right. You can call me I don't know, and you can call me I don't care. So, as you know, in the last couple of weeks, we've been talking about the fact that I locked up, what's your name again?
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus in the basement because he came down my chimney and I didn't want him down my chimney, and my chimney's only this big. So how did you do that anyway?
Well, for starters, we live in New Mexico, so I don't even know where you have a basement, but I do remember coming down your chimney one night and had no idea how I got there. Magic, I guess.
I guess so. I hear that you have magic.
Magical powers, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So anyways, he was there and I tied him up in my basement and he's been there ever since. So we have let him out.
Alert the media. Santa is free.
Santa's free tonight for now. Yes.
At least for the next hour.
Right. So we want to welcome everybody for joining us live tonight, and we want to thank everybody that watches us after we're live, which, okay. And a reminder, you can watch us on the YouTube channel now. You don't have to scroll through Facebook and find it and all that blah, blah, blah. You can go to CallMeOzz.net Live on YouTube, and that is our channel. So, Santa, you will be on there for eons to come. Is that awesome? Welcome to our show. Lenore and Renee, good to see you guys. Thanks for joining us. Say hello, Santa.
Heidi ho, a ho ho ho, all my friends.
There you go. So, anyways, as usual, we're going to start off the show by telling you where I've been, where I'm going to be, and blah, blah, blah. So, where I was, it's been a really crazy, hectic last couple of weeks. Last Thursday, I went to the Back Alley Draft House downtown behind NYPD. They do not advertise on Call Me Ozz, but the KJ is pretty cool. His name's James. But once again, they were closed. They were not open. They did not do karaoke. But so this time, I went to the counter to find out why not. And it turns out they have moved their karaoke night to Friday nights.
Busiest night of the week.
So make a note of that. Yep. But that is the only karaoke venue downtown on a Friday night. So I think it was a very smart move because there used to be 4 karaoke venues on Thursday nights, which is a little crazy. So from there, I went to Twist, hung out with DJ Drastic. And then from there, I went to Zulo's right down the road and hung out there with Benny. And by the way, I had this really awesome... Not a hot dog. What do they call those things?
Bratwurst?
Yeah. Kind of like a bratwurst,
Okay.
yeah. With green chili and cheese on it and french fries. It was amazing. It was awesome.
Give me heartburn just thinking about it.
Then I went back to Twist. And then I went home. So that was my Thursday night. And then Didn't go anywhere Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I was at Kiltcheck Brewery. Have you been there, Santa Claus?
It's been a minute.
Been a
But
minute?
I know there's a very bad boy who KJ's over there.
He's a very bad... Is he on the naughty list? Or can you tell us?
Jury's still out on that one. Toby, we love you wherever you are. I know you're out there. Go ahead.
Right. So that is with Toby Riffick every Sunday from 3 to 7. Family-friendly place. Awesome place. Great time. They are an advertiser with Call Me Ozz, so they are epic. And then, so last night I went to Tractor Brewery with McLean, Kamikaze Karaoke. They are currently not an advertiser, but McLean's pretty awesome, and he supports us. And then I went to the Elks Lodge up in Rio Rancho with Mr. Tommy Hurricane. You know him?
I do.
Okay.
He's another bad boy out there.
I figured as much. Yes. And then I went to Sideline with Country Joe. So that was cool. And here I am today. And after I leave here tonight, I'm headed down to Shift Change. Do you know where that is?
I've heard of that place.
So
Tell me all about it, though.
Okay, so it used to be Low Spirits.
Oh, okay.
On 2nd
I'm with
Street.
you. Okay.
And now it has become, and Siri is over here recording everything I'm saying right now because I probably said serious, right?
Yeah.
So shut up, Siri. Like, turn yourself off now. Like, turn yourself. Like, I have conversations with Siri at night. I get lonely. So I talk to Siri because I can say stuff to Siri. So anyways, yeah, so Shift Change is down in the valley on 2nd Street. They just started advertising with us, and now they're doing karaoke on Wednesdays from 7 to 11.
Nice.
And then from there, I will head over to Copper Lounge, who just started advertising with us as well. They do it on Wednesday nights from 8 to midnight with Giovanni. So that's where I'll be. And then tomorrow, I'll be at Red Door Brewery on Candelaria. And then I will be at Effing Bar and Grill, and they are a major sponsor of Call Me Ozz. Did you know that?
I was aware, yes.
Yes, they're huge. And then I'll head over to Sunset Bar to see Mr. Charles. And then I will head, then on, I guess the fall, then I won't go anywhere until the day after Christmas. And I'll go to Lazy Lizard in Cedar Crest with Tommy Hurricane. Want to trade schedules?
Do you know how much I do Christmas Eve till Christmas morning?
No. What do you do? Oh, that's
Think,
right.
think about it. Okay.
That's right. I forgot. So we're going to take a look at the website really quick.
Cool.
Good with that?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's take a look at that. So the website is really, really gigantic, and we're really, really tiny, and we're like looking up at it right now. Can I say? So we have a page on the website that is dedicated to brew houses because there's like a lot of brew houses in town. All you got to do is come over here and click on brew houses, and it will take you to this page right here.
Cool.
And you can see so far Kiltcheck is a sponsor on this page. We just talked about those guys. But if you scroll down past all the enhanced listings to be, you will find several brew houses that you can find in the Albuquerque area.
My goodness.
That is a lot of brew houses.
Even Rudolph can get a beer there.
Yep. He probably could. Does he drink?
Red nose. Think about it.
So he likes red ales, of course. I like red ales too. That's actually what I drink when I go to breweries. So yeah, there's a bunch of breweries in town. Hopefully they will all become sponsors and make me rich and famous. Wouldn't that be cool?
Not as famous as me.
You're right. I'll never be as famous as you, Santa. I wish I was. Hopefully someday I will. The other page I want to show you here is back in the day, we did this really cool contest, and I've been thinking about doing it again. It was called Flood Facebook with Ozpix. Do you remember this?
I do. We all changed our
Profile
cover,
pics.
yeah, our profile picture to a picture that we have of you with us together.
Yep.
Yeah.
And did you all know that I was collecting your pictures? So now...
I just thought it was a cure for boredom.
It is. Actually, yeah. So if you want to check this out, all you got to do is go to the main homepage, click on the Karaoke Tonight page. It'll take you here. And then come over here to the Complete Index page, which is here. And then it will take you over here and you'll see this button. And this button is located under the history of Call Me Oz. And it says Flood Facebook with the Oz photo game. So it's kind of cool. All you did was post a picture of me with you on your Facebook page. And then we took note of that and we entered you in a drawing. I forget what you won, but
Was there even a prize?
There was.
I thought your friendship was enough.
That works. So these are just, okay, I don't know what this is here, but these are some of the pictures that ended up on this. It was kind of cool. I don't know about this picture. You know, like this one I've always had issues
Sarah,
with.
you're a naughty girl.
I know. Sarah, I just don't get you sometimes. And there was another Sarah right next to her.
Was there?
Yeah, so we had Stu Dizzle.
Okay.
And we had Kim.
Uh-huh.
That was my ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, I remember Kim.
Kind of interesting. Hey, look, that thing's going away.
Yeah.
There's Becca. So Becca, this used to
Becca.
be the KJ over at Sneakers many years ago. She is actually the KJ that started calling me Oz.
Wow.
So she is responsible for that. Sandra.
Yeah, it's the same loop now.
Yeah, now we're back
Not
to
a lot of variety.
That's what it is. This was another loop. So there's a problem with the website, Santa. Can you fix it with your magic?
Yeah.
It didn't work.
We're out of practice.
That's
Stuck in
fine.
your basement, don't forget that.
Yeah, I think so. I think being stuck in my basement kind of messed things up for you. All right, well, we're all done with the website. At least you learn something new every day, right? So, we've got one event coming up in January. Well, we actually have two events. But the one thing that's coming up on January 11th, it's a Friday night, McLean from Kamikaze Karaoke is going to start doing the karaoke at the Red Velvet Underground on Friday nights. So that will be the first night. And Red Velvet Underground is a family-friendly venue. We will have a special karaoke menu that will have pricing from $5 to like $15. So there's plenty of food to eat. And for those of you who drink beer and wine, they have beer and wine, and there will be beer specials that start at $2 and go up. So yeah, you can bring your family down. You can have a good time. You can have dinner. You can sing karaoke. If you haven't been to a Kamikaze McLean show, you're in for quite a shock, to say the least. And then on January 26th, we have a business ball coming up. They are still working on the name for this, but this is a business-to-business networking event with lots of energy. And that's what we're going to do. So, Santa Claus, I can't see right now. Like, that light is literally blinded my eyes. It's like a what do they call those? A spotlight.
Deer in headlights.
Yes.
Reindeer in headlights. Hey!
Exactly. So, I guess the first question I have for you is, where have you been making appearances at?
Where haven't I been in Albuquerque? Been very busy this season. When I'm not in Oz's basement, been making several appearances. Let's see. Was very busy this past Saturday. Made an appearance at the Dreamstyle remodeling store in the Renaissance area of Midtown.
Nice.
Had a couple of house visits in Rio Rancho and on West Side Albuquerque. And then I had a kind of a, I'll call myself a cameo that day. Actually made an appearance at a assisted living community up here on Tramway and Constitution called Brio Living. Karaoke Joe, Taxi Cab Joe.
Yes.
Know him. He
Yes.
was running karaoke there. And we were karaoke caroling. Santa even sang a song.
Wow.
I sang Blue Christmas by Elvis Presley. Never done that before.
Nice.
And you know what? I guess I can carry a tune because a lot of the old folks were enjoying it. Said that I could carry a tune and was doing pretty well. So have a lot of appearances coming up. I do a lot of personal gigs, private gigs with a lot of community locations here in Albuquerque and in Rio Rancho. But I will be making an appearance at the Nativo Lodge Saturday night.
Oh, wow.
That is a private corporate gig that I'm involved in. I have another assisted living community on the west side Friday afternoon. Not any public appearances right now. Public is pretty tough to come by. But because I am so busy, I try to divide myself up as best I can. But if you are interested in booking my services, having me to come out to either your home, your office, or your private Christmas party, I'm available.
Nice.
Yeah. When I'm not in his basement, you know that.
Right. So you still have some time available between now and Christmas Eve?
Very little, but I do.
Okay.
And I am willing to make the time if I can for anyone who still has last minute parties coming up. I actually will be available both Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I will
Wow.
be I will be available and taking those requests via Facebook.
Very nice. So the phone number is on the screen if you actually want to call in and talk to Santa. It's 505-286-1520. You can give a call. You can talk to Santa. You can ask him any questions you want. Can they ask you anything?
Pretty much anything.
Okay, pretty much anything. Can they ask you for something?
Depends if you've been a good girl, a good boy, a bad girl, or a bad boy. I know there's lots of you out there, so
Yes.
the phone lines are open.
The phone lines are open.
Yes, they are.
We will take your call if you call in and let you talk to Santa right now if you want to. So, do you actually ride around in the sleigh?
I do.
You do?
But here's the funny part. A lot of people ask me, where is your sleigh? And I will go make an appearance during the daytime, and I say, it's true, the sleigh is here. However, it's on the roof. It's invisible. You cannot see it during the daytime. However, in the evening, if you were to look on the roof, and obviously the days are getting shorter, so it's darker quicker and longer, you got to really look hard. It's up there. Now, I don't bring all the elves or any of the reindeer with me on a regular basis, but they usually stay up at the North Pole. But they are with me from time to time.
So we have somebody calling in here. I think they want to talk to you.
Oh.
Hello, you are live on callmeoz.net.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, are you there?
Is this KOZ?
I have a question for Santa.
Oh, really?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Let's hear
So,
it.
I was told, Santa, that you clean your sleigh with Comet. Is that true?
With what now?
Comet.
With Comet.
I'm sure you
Comet.
with Comet.
With Comet, no. I use Blitzen.
How are you, Santa?
I'm well, but my beard is getting grayer and whiter as the days progress.
Well, that's, I don't know. It's been pretty great for a long time. I don't know how much more you're going to get.
It's as white as most things on the ground. Not here, obviously, but in the North Pole, I can't find my beard in all the snow.
Oh well.
Not-
Anyway, I just had to ask that because a little birdie told me last week that you cleaned your sleigh with Comet.
Nope.
Just curious.
That would be me.
Always a jokester.
Alrighty, well, thank you so much for calling in, Lenore. We appreciate you.
You're very welcome.
Have a Merry
Okay,
Christmas.
We love you, Kaz.
Merry Christmas.
So she just had to call in to confirm that you clean your sleigh
That's a
with
folklore.
Comet.
Come on. I do not clean my sleigh with Comet. I clean it with Blitzen.
That's good to know.
Do your research, folks.
Yes. Well, that was just a joke. Just so you guys know, it was just a joke last week. So, and just so you know, too, if you try to call in and it goes straight to voicemail, that's because we're talking to somebody. So you just have to keep trying, okay, until you get through. Yeah. So tell me, what is Rudolph like?
Rudolph's got kind of a big ego because he's always at the front. But he got that position for a reason. You know, it was just a normal holiday season. We were almost fogged in. We almost couldn't fly out. And, I noticed that Rudolph had a red nose, shining brighter than anything I'd ever seen before. And I say, you know what? Let's let's give this a shot. Let's not cancel Christmas just because it's snowing and cold and foggy. And Rudolph's gotten a big head over the years because of that red nose.
Yeah, I'm sure he has.
But he's you know what? He's pretty cool. Sometimes we go to the bar together and.
Do you?
Yeah, at the North Pole Lounge, and I buy him a
red ale.
Not a red ale. That'd be too obvious. No, he likes to drink, but I like to drink too.
Yeah. What do you like to drink?
Hot cocoa.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Of course. That doesn't surprise me.
It shouldn't at all.
So how we talked about this briefly, but how do you get down the chimneys? Just magic?
Down a chimney, you know what? They say that it's difficult for me to get into an apartment, a house. It's all magic. I can open up any sliding door. What does Santa do every year but pull hundreds of thousands of breaking and enterings just to give something to somebody?
Right. Have you ever had a gun pulled on you?
Just once. Just once.
What was that like?
A little scary. It turns out he left the safety on.
Good thing, right? Jeez. And so how many elves do you have?
Too many to count.
That many?
Yeah, too many to count. Honestly, it's like I hate to call it a sweatshop because, there's a I guess there's a myth about sweatshops being, hard hours, low pay. No, all the elves have really great benefits, so they are able to make all the toys within the year.
Cool.
But no, I have so many elves. I've lost count.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of elves.
Believe it or not, the hardest part is making sure they get their 401k once they get too old to make toys.
And what do they do when they retire?
We don't talk about that.
Do they have like their own little elf town?
You've heard of people retiring to Florida. Well, now you know why there's little living communities in Florida.
Oh, I see. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
As much as you would think it does, yeah.
So, what is the strangest request you've ever had?
I don't know if it's strange, but the most endearing thing happened to me Saturday. I had a 100-year-old woman in my lap asking me for another year of life, and I told her I would do the best I could. Tomorrow is not guaranteed, but I told her I would do my best if she did her best in enjoying life, and I enjoy life no matter how old I am. That is a strange request, but it's also a very endearing request to hear somebody that old wanting to continue to live.
Right. And that's all they want.
That's all they want. They don't want toys. They don't want candy.
Right.
They want to have another day of living experience, and I can only do my best.
That's very cool. It'd be really cool is if you went back next year to that same retirement center and she was still there, and then she asked for another year.
Yeah. What's the strangest thing that you have ever wanted for Christmas? And did you get it?
I couldn't even tell you.
You've made the naughty list several years in a row, Billy. And I hate to tell you this, that I think this year you might still be on that same naughty list.
I probably am. That's probably why I don't get anything for Christmas.
You get things for Christmas. They just come in the strangest shapes and sizes,
Well, this is true. Yeah, I can. It would be so long ago that I even thought about what I wanted for Christmas that I couldn't even tell you.
I'm going to get you something this year, and I don't want to ruin the surprise, but the next time you see Mr. Karaoke, he's going to rush you and give you a big bear hug.
Gee.
And it's going to feel like the most fascinating thing you've ever seen and felt at the same time.
Thanks, Santa. I love you for that.
Mr. Karaoke, if you're watching...
No, doesn't he do it like this? Anyway.
Moving on.
Tell us about your family.
So the fact of the matter is, I started doing this about 3 years ago, as a way to please people and myself. It comes from the fact that my father was a Santa in a shopping mall back in the early 90s when I resided in Western New York. And my father passed away almost 10 years ago. And reminding myself of that, I was going through a box of stuff that I found, an old VHS tape, and it was an interview that the local ABC affiliate had done with my father as Santa Claus walking around a mall, and it reminded me of the true meaning of Christmas. So I decided it was an opportunity to make people smile, whether it's my friends, my family, perfect strangers, those of you watching at home. It's an opportunity to do that every year. So as a holiday treat to those who contact me for services, I only want the same thing you want, which is the enjoyment of the holidays. And because my father is no longer living, it reminds me that, my dad loves me. He's still with me, whether it's in my heart or in my head. That he enjoyed playing Santa Claus, and so do I.
Go. That's a pretty awesome little reason to be here.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
I'm modest that way.
That's really cool. So again, if anybody wants to call in and talk to Santa, you got a couple minutes left. If you're a KJ or you've got some shows coming up anytime soon, you're more than welcome to call in and tell us about them. That's what we do here. And that's pretty much it. So you also sing karaoke.
I do.
Yes.
I do. I joked about the North Pole Lounge earlier. No, anytime you want to see me as the regular Joe Schmo caveman, sorry, I just ruined it for all of you at home. I'm at fiestas on Friday and Saturday nights, and honestly, I'm really open to suggestions when singing karaoke. I like to sing a lot of the same stuff, but I also don't normally sing all the same stuff too. We have some really awesome KJs that come in and out of there. Drastic is there on Friday nights, and I'm always open to her making the weirdest suggestions. And then Tisha is KJing on Saturday nights, and she always makes it an interesting evening of karaoke, no matter what she picks. I pick my own songs from time to time, but they always seem to know what I want to sing. And that all started with Kaz. When Lenore was the KJ there, she used to pick my songs, and I'm open to suggestions whenever a KJ will suggest a song.
Right.
So let me ask you this in regarding that. You sing everywhere. Do you ever sing on suggestion, or do you already have something in mind?
No, I always have something in mind.
Boo.
Yes, I do.
So if I told you to go up there and sing "Do You Really Want to Hurt Me" by Culture Club, would you do it?
No. No. And since you brought that up, I'll go ahead and say on camera why I don't do that. And I don't want this to sound bad or weird or anything like that, but to be honest with you, I get judged a lot because there's a lot of people out there that are like, and I'm very self-conscious about this, that people hear my name, they hear of Oz or call me Oz or whatever. And then I show up at a venue and it's somebody that doesn't know me, that's not in the community, they're new or whatever. And then I sing a song, and even if I'm having a bad night and I don't sing really good, I've heard them say, "That's Oz." And that, as if I am who I am because I'm a great singer, because I'm not. I am who I am because I promote people. And so
branding. You're talking about
yeah,
branding.
I'm branded. And so and like I say, it's not because I'm a great singer, it's just because it's just what I've done for so many years. And because of that, and because there's always people judging me so much, that I will not sing a song unless I have been practicing it for a long time and I know it very, very well. So yes, so no, I don't do kamikaze karaoke. But if you want to do kamikaze karaoke, go to Red Velvet Underground and sing with McLean, because that's why they are called kamikaze karaoke. And they are epic at it. They are really, really good at it. They used to do it in a way where they used to put the song names in a bucket, and you had to draw the song, and you had to sing it.
That sounds like the Wheel of Doom.
That was cool.
Right there. You spin the Wheel of Doom.
That is.
I don't want to sing in sync. Bye, bye, bye. I don't even know the dance moves or anything.
Now, I will say one time I did do kamikaze karaoke with them, and it was a night that I was just out and about. I wasn't, dressed up as Oz and all that stuff. So it was just me.
He was Billy.
I was Billy. And so they were doing it, and I was like, yeah, I'll go ahead and do it. And I got really, really lucky. They happened to pull a song that I sing. And it was Quiet Riot, Come On, Feel the Noise. And so I got up there and I sang it. It's pretty funny.
Well, a hard rock song should be in your wheelhouse, but you sing all different kinds of songs.
Yeah.
I mean, you are from like, Wonderful Tonight, Eric Clapton, all the way up to, Crazy Train by Sabbath. It's like, that's pretty extreme. I mean, some people have that where they can sing anything, A to Z, doesn't matter. Abba to Zappa, doesn't matter. I like to have that, knowingness that I'm up to a challenge. I remember several times Cause putting me up to songs, and it always resort back to Word Up by Cameo. I don't know why. That song was like jury duty for me, but she loved hearing it. There are some songs like you never thought you could sing them until you were put up on the mic to say, okay.
Yeah.
The fun part about both Drastic and Tisha is they will pick my song, and I won't even get to look at the screen. I have to hear the song. I have nothing. Yeah, I have nothing to go off of. Like, could it be something that's actually in my wheelhouse, or is it something really ridiculous? Oh my God, they're probably watching, so I should probably shut up about that. Like, okay, now singing Ace of Base. Like, oh.
Well, and so on Sundays and Mondays, I practice at home.
You do.
And when I practice, that's when I do try new songs. And I've been trying some new songs lately that I'm actually working on. And when I feel that I know them well enough, then I will actually sing them. I started singing Any Way You Want It by Journey and Shine by the Newsboys. That's already that I'm singing. But I'm also learning A Man I'll Never Be by Boston, which has been the biggest challenging song that I have ever, like it's weird. Sometimes, like, when you listen to songs and you sing along with them, it's like, oh, I could sing that no problem. And then you start trying to sing this thing and you're like, how does he even do it?
I know what you mean.
And A Man I'll Never Be is one of those songs. I mean, it starts out basically a cappella, and then it just kind of goes like this. And it's insane. And then I'm also learning You Shook Me All Night Long by AC/DC, Live Wire by Motley Crue.
These are standards, yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody should be able to do, or at least know. Yeah.
Or they definitely know the songs.
Yeah.
You Can Still Rock in America by Night Ranger, Snowblind by Ozzy. I can't remember them all. There's 10 new songs that I'm learning.
Wow.
Yeah. I just felt I needed some new songs. So
there are some singers out there, regular karaoke singers that I see all the time, that I would love for them to go outside their comfort zone. And not just sing those 3 or 4 songs that they know. The disappointing part about going to karaoke sometimes is the fact that somebody will go there and only sing the same 3 songs you've heard them do over and over and over and over. I just want to buy the book already. We all have our standards that work for us, and then there's, people who like to see us, or, hey, the last time you were here, you did this one. Like, oh, that's great. Yeah. Do you want to do that again? No, not really.
Yeah.
You get that, and you almost feel like you're not put into it, but like you don't want to be obliged to going outside your comfort zone. That's why I like to have somebody else pick my songs from time to time. One of my go-tos is my best friend, and I ask him constantly, whether it's Big Mike or Delfino. I will ask either one of them, what do you think would sound good in this room right now? And I never get a bad response from them. They're my trust, I guess. You want to be able to have that in your life, to say someone that you trust with your own voice.
Yeah.
That's hard to find. It really is.
Yeah, it is. But Delfino and Mike have been around you for so long too.
Yeah.
Like, even I think I could pick your songs, because you kind of get used to, like what your ranges are, and and you also
what sounds good,
and also what type of music you really like to sing.
Yeah.
Like, I gear it more toward, like, when I think of you, I think about like Eddie Money, Cars. Do you sing one from the Cars?
Lots of Cars, yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the range that I think of for you. So anybody could pick
Next time you're at Fiestas, pick my song.
Okay. I will pick a song for you. Are you sure you want me to do that?
with that acknowledgement of any money or the cars or anything within that wheelhouse.
Yeah.
I actually had somebody wanted me to sing a song. She texted me on a Tuesday, said, "Hey, I'm going to be at Fiestas on Friday. My birthday's Friday. Will you sing the song?" I had heard the song before a couple times, but never, probably never even thought it would be something in my range for also not knowing whether or not they had it at karaoke. It was very much like an AM soft rock hit from the late 70s, and I listened to it a couple times, and I went to the bar that weekend and sang it for her. And it's something I've kept in my repertoire that I kind of like. If I'm not just... Maybe I'm not saying not feeling it, but like, hey, I want to sing a song, but I don't want to kill my voice. It's a very, not to say flat song, but it feels kind of... it's a song called Gold by Jon Stewart.
Okay.
Okay, not to be confused with Jon Stewart from The Daily Show.
Okay.
But this is, like I said, he was kind of a one-hit wonder. Stevie Nicks sings backup on it. I honestly forgot about the song altogether. Mr. Karaoke, you probably know what I'm talking about. But the song...
probably tell you.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell me anything about the song. And it's a very nice song to sing, but I bet nobody in the room remembers it, could probably recall it the next time they heard me or saw me, or went back to work on Monday. Like, I heard somebody sing this song in karaoke. I've never heard it before. Really good song, though. So.
Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, and that takes me way back. Like, when did we meet? We met at Fiestas.
We met at Fiestas in 2001. 2001.
7 years.
Oh, no. Yeah, 2011. Sorry. Yeah. Back in the TNZ days.
Okay, so
Yeah.
7 years ago, going on 8.
Yeah.
And you're right. Yeah, it was, in fact, the very first time I ever walked into Fiestas, that's, I think, when I met you.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I saw this caveman-looking dude sitting over there,
And I was a caveman-looking dude.
oh yes, like he's really cleaned up a lot. Like if
I've gone corporate. What can I say?
if you knew him 7 years ago, you'd be like, oh, now I know why they call you caveman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's like kind of
Well,
caveman,
You look like caveman cleaned up now.
domesticated. We'll call it that,
Domesticated
yeah.
is a perfect way, sort of like that song by Van Halen goes. What's that song? Trying to think of that song where they talk, and it's actually, I think they call him Billy or Willie or something like that. He meets a girl, and the girl cleans him up and everything. But no, you didn't meet a girl. You became corporate.
No, I just grew up. You know, I was in my wild 20s, and here I am in my wild 30s. Not
Yes.
so wild.
Yes. Man, good times back at Fiestas back in the
definitely.
day. Yes. That was epic. For
Those
those
were-
of you that remember, yes. There was nothing like Zach sitting behind the computer and Toby just being all
Yeah.
over the place. like when he was on the show, we were talking about that he would jump off the pool tables and get in all kinds of trouble. And
If that pool table could tell stories, it would scream.
yes, it would.
Toby, I love you. Okay.
Yes, and you can find Toby at Kilt Check on Sundays now. But yeah, that was back in the day. That was back in the crazy days. Absolutely. So, what else do you have for the people out there watching and that are watching?
So you can contact me through Facebook, Marcus Jennings. I actually have a rather large photo shoot we're working on for this Saturday. So you can either contact myself or you can contact Creation Photography. She is doing photo shoots with Santa. I forget the hours, but really it's you just got to schedule a slot time, and she'll talk to you about
wow.
pricing and all that. So it's Creation Photography.
Wow.
Yeah, and you could also contact. This is oh my goodness, am I really being put on the spot right now in my head? You can contact me, and I can get you in contact with the photographer who is working on this. But you can actually look up Creation Photography on Facebook and get her information there. Priscilla Romero is the photographer there. But I can get you in contact with her and refer you as far as all the time and date information. But we are doing it this Saturday. May have some openings on Sunday as well. But her studio is in Old Town.
Oh, wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
So, and if you forget all that stuff, if you forget Creative Photography or Marcus Jennings and you're friends with me, you can message me through Facebook too. We'll make sure you get hooked up and get your pictures taken with Santa.
Kids, families, pets, doesn't really matter. We just want to have a good time and
Nice.
take some amazing pictures for you and your family. She does some great work. If you're on my Facebook page, my cover photo is a picture she took over on Monday in her studio, just of me reading, a story of baby Jesus, and it was really beautifully well done. Does some great work. So hoping we can put together a really nice event.
That is super cool. I didn't know you were doing that this weekend.
Gotta love that because you gotta love Facebook networking. You know, and I was telling you about this earlier today. I had an event earlier in the holiday season, and two people connected and said, "I know Santa," and she got in contact with me, and then me and Priscilla are working on this together. So, Albuquerque is a small place. The karaoke community is a small place, but we seem to connect the dots.
Yes.
You'd be amazed who you meet over the years. I got to thank Toby really for connecting me with you because honestly, there was nothing I wanted to do on a Friday or a Saturday night other than go home and eat a pizza and fall asleep. You know. But several years ago on my birthday, he decided to tell me, "Hey, you know what? You just did stand up on my cable access show. Why don't you come over to Fiestas and I'll buy you a drink and enjoy your birthday?" And I did.
Oh, wow.
And, actually, February 25th, my birthday. Happy birthday to Kaz. It's your birthday. February 25th this year will be, oh my goodness, it'll be 8 years of me going to Fiestas for karaoke. Not every weekend, not every Friday and Saturday, but consistently over the years. That's where I look to for a good time.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Got a lot of my friends there. So.
I am pretty sure that you hold the record for...
It's consistency. No, there are some regulars there. When you walk into Fiestas and they yell your name, guess what? You are Norm from Cheers. I'm telling you that right now.
Yes.
So I've spent many a dollar there and many an evening there. If I'm down at work or in my apartment, that's usually where I am at Fiestas, having a good time with some friends.
Yeah, and it's a good time, and it's a great place.
It is, and it's treated me well over the years. I've treated them well, and that's exactly why I keep going. I feel like I'm at home there.
Yeah, yeah, totally. I get that. So we have I wanted to just kind of bring to attention a few of our sponsors that have renewed their ads. Thank you, Leo's Nightclub. Thank you for Fiestas, as a matter of fact. And thank you, Archetype Tattoo Studio. Those guys are awesome.
Do you have a tattoo page on your...
I do not have a tattoo page.
You really should think about that. You know how many tattoo places there are in Albuquerque? More than you could shake a stick at.
And I guess you could kind of consider that entertainment, I guess, for people. I mean, I only have one tattoo. This is my tattoo. That's it. And it's probably the only tattoo that I'll ever get. But, man, some people, like, they just got to have that ink. It's crazy.
Some people are obsessed with ink and tattoos. And you know what? Whatever makes you be able to reflect your thoughts and feelings.
Yes, I totally agree. I used to kind of look at tattooing kind of weird back in the day. But over time, I learned that it's really art. It was funny. I was thinking about when we start doing the enhanced listings on the fine arts page, I was going to tell Archetype Tattoo that I think that you should put an enhanced listing here as fine art on your body. Yeah. Right?
It's a little extreme.
But it's true. It's kind of true. It's kind of like fine arts, you know? So let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
If we were to cross you with a cat, what would we get?
Santa Claus. That was such a dad joke.
Well, it's a bad joke, but...
A dad joke, though. A DID joke, yeah.
What does that stand for?
A dad joke. You know, a joke you heard from your father growing up.
Oh!
Yeah, it's a dad sense of humor.
Well, you know, I learn something new every day.
It's like Lenore's joke was very much a dad joke, you know?
Well, you know I told that joke on the show last week, right?
I did not. I did not. Do you know what I was doing last Wednesday?
What?
Was it the night? No, it was the very next night, actually. I had an event with the city of Albuquerque downtown at the convention center, and I had Steve Stucker in my lap. I had Fat City playing. They were the house band for the event. And I had adults with disabilities taking pictures of me. So that was what I was doing last week. Yeah, I was a little preoccupied for watching the show last week, and I feel bad now. I saw your show with Buck D a couple weeks ago, and that's what reminded me that, oh yeah, I'm in his basement. So.
I'm glad you remembered.
Good memory.
Yes, good memories, good times,
Yes.
lovely times. Did you enjoy yourself in the basement?
You know what? There were not as many roaches or centipedes as I thought there would be.
No, in the East Mountains when it's cold at night.
Yeah.
You don't really see those guys. No, and if they do come out, they turn into popsicles.
Again, do you actually have a basement?
We do. We actually do. We actually have a small basement. Well, and I don't know if you want to call it a basement, but it's like sort of like a cave under the house.
Well, if anybody knows anything about caves, it's me. Come on.
Caveman.
This goes back to a conversation I had several years ago at Fiestas. Somebody said, hey, caveman, man, where do you live, eh? I'm like, I live in a cave, man.
Duh. Duh.
Joke writes itself. What are you going to do?
That'd be like saying, Santa Claus, where do you live?
The North Pole.
Right.
Yeah.
Caveman, where do you live? Cave.
Caveman.
Oz, where do you live? In a house.
You don't live in your van?
No.
No?
Boy, I'll tell you, sometimes I feel like I live in my car, though. Like, my days are so long that, yeah.
I have this image of him now as, like, we were talking about Chris Farley earlier. You know, Matt Foley living in a van down by the river. I know, you didn't get that reference at all.
Nope.
I used to love the white Oz van, and I don't know what the hell happened to it.
Oh, it's parked at my house. Yes. It only comes out on special occasions. So for the fair, it was parked at the fair the whole time.
Ah, okay.
It was our dressing room. It was our storage room. It was crazy. And it was like all these people bringing their stuff to the fair. And they're like, hey, can I put it in the van? I'm like, sure. And that's also supposed to be my office when I'm at the fair, right? So it ended up being that, like, I had this space about yay wide that was my office. I can tell you, it was the exact size of a one of those TV stands or those little TV tables.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's how big it was. So it was about this wide, and it was about, like, from the seat to here, that's like how much space I had to work in because everybody's stuff was all around me and all over the fronts and jackets and bags and double L media equipment. It was just crazy. But it worked. It worked, so...
You need to upgrade. Get yourself
I do.
a big Call Me Oz van.
I do. I've been looking at RVs, and that would be fun. I also thought about taking a 15-foot U-Haul and converting it.
Well, obviously not a U-Haul, but something that's been remained.
Yes, like
Yeah.
a U-Haul type
Yeah, I
box
gotcha.
vehicle.
Okay.
I've seriously thought about that, and then I thought, you know what they call the grandma's attic up in the
Yeah.
top? That would be my loft. Because
That could be where you could sleep at night if you wanted to crash out for, a 45-minute cat nap.
Yes.
You could do it. Yeah.
well, and if the state fair approves what I'm asking for, it's like we're gonna be there, like we're gonna have the stage from 5 p.m. to 10:30, like nonstop. So, yeah, that
the
would
entire 10 days.
be the entire 10 days, and then on the last day would just be the minor. So we wouldn't have this.
We wouldn't need it. Yeah.
3 hours is what we'd have it on Sunday, but yeah, the rest of the time we'd have the whole stage.
Incredible.
So that means that little cat naps for me would probably be good. Yeah.
Call Me Oz naps.
Call Me Oz naps. Cat naps. Santa Claus naps. Yes. So, you know who's really awesome are the sponsors of this show? Like
Please.
Double L Media, like Twisted Arbor, like Drastic Entertainment, like Red Velvet Underground. Really awesome people. Because without them, we couldn't do this.
Here we are on a
there we-
Wednesday night cracking jokes on Facebook.
Yes, about Santa. So, about time for us to say goodnight.
Okay.
And you have anything else to tell people?
How loud's my mic right now? Merry Christmas!
That was a great thing to say. In fact, that's even going on behind us, I believe. Yes. Merry Christmas. So you all have a great Merry Christmas. We will see you the day after Christmas. Probably talk about New Year's Eve. Maybe.
Do you know what they call that in Canada?
What? Oh,
Boxing Day.
Boxing Day. But do you know why it's called Boxing Day? It's
Rocky
not-
Balboa?
No, it's not actually that. They,
It's when they throw out their boxes.
they
After Christmas, yeah?
yeah. I don't know. I heard something about that. It was a day they boxed things up. I don't know. I guess we can go to Canada and find out.
Call Me Ozz goes to Canada. It sounds like a bad comedy vehicle for Kevin Kennedy to work on.
Yes. Well, get me the RV and then I'll do that.
You say RV and immediately comes to mind is Cousin Eddie from Christmas Vacation. Merry Christmas, shitter was full.
Well, I can start with like a 15-foot RV and then move to a 20-footer.
Even a 53.
And yeah, as big as they get.
Yeah.
I'll take them all.
Deck 'em
Have
out.
you seen the inside of those things? They are
Spacious.
crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. I used to sell chemicals to one down in Las Cruces, and he'd take me into these ones that are like $250,000, and I mean, they're just outrageous.
That's nothing compared to what I've seen, yeah.
Yeah, he took me into one. It was actually on sale for $70,000. It's like, you should buy this. Yeah. And it's one of the ones where you could put the toys, you could put the, the four-wheelers in there and the motorcycles and whatnot. So you walk in this thing, and he's got like a dining room table over here in the kitchen and this really nice couch and televisions all over the place. Then you like step up a couple of steps into the king suite.
God.
And it's just got this giant bed and, nightstands. And it's just really...
Two ends of the spectrum. Walter White, this guy.
Yeah.
Like, come on, really?
Yeah, no, I don't want the Walter White thing.
We're in Albuquerque. Come on.
And then you go down, and then there's a bathroom, and then you open up this door that, it's like a garage where they put all the toys. But even in there, it's not like, just four walls. I mean, it's all fancy with all these fancy chandeliers. And, oh, yeah, it's just crazy. On sale for $70,000. If you could imagine that.
Well, sit on Santa's lap, and maybe I'll get you one for Christmas.
Okay.
Come on over.
Okay. Okay, I'm sitting.
See, here's the question, though. Have you been a good boy or a bad boy this year?
I've been a great boy this year.
I don't know about that.
I think I have. I think I deserve it.
Larry punctuation on that one.
Thank you, Santa. I'm looking forward to my RV.
I haven't made any promises I can't keep, so we'll do what we can.
Thank you, Santa. Thank you all for watching. You guys have a great Wednesday, and I will sing you at Shift Change at 9 o'clock or the Copper Lounge at 10:30 tonight. You guys have a great night.
Hey everybody, I just want to invite you guys to go check out drasticentertainment.com, place a song request, book a DJ, and find out where we will be each and every day of the week. Go to drasticentertainment.com, guys. See you there. Welcome everybody back to our Drastic Entertainment page. Make sure you guys do me a favor, like and share this.
And I'm getting no place now. Caught in that race. Oh. And I'm getting no place. I can run it at such a